right, ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome to the Weekend Preview. Today is Sunday, December 24th, 2017. I'm Darkside Phil. Yeah, ultimate festiveness, right? We've reached the peak. We've finally reached the pinnacle of how festive one man can be. Thank you, everyone, for being here. First of all, I apologize in advance. My throat is shot. Earlier today, I did my WWE annual fantasy holiday simulation matches on stream, and then I uploaded them to YouTube at DSP Gaming. So if you missed any portion of those, you can go check them out right now over on DSP Gaming. It was over 4 hours of holiday hilarity, fun simulation matches. I had a ton of fun doing it, but I blew out my voice, so my throat is semi-swollen and hoarse from doing it, which is fine. Always happens every year, by the way, when I do it. I'm now trying to rest my voice. I figured I actually gave it a few hours between then and now when I filmed the Weekend Preview, because tomorrow I got another big day ahead of me, Christmas Day. So, if you have not been around recently, you missed out on a ton of holiday fun. First of all, on Thursday, I did my holiday version of Ask the King. All those videos are now live right here on the King of Hate vlogs on YouTube if you haven't seen them yet. Tons of fun stuff, holiday-themed questions, all kinds of great stuff. Check that out. Then, on Friday, I did my holiday gaming marathon because of the patrons who pledged for it last month. We hit the goal. It was hilarious. I mean, started around 12 o'clock. Me dressed up in a ridiculous Christmas sweater with this crazy-ass hat, playing all kinds of holiday-themed games, including Home Alone on the Sega Genesis. I almost said the Nintendo Genesis. Wow. Nights into Dreams Christmas Edition. Merry Gear Solid, which I completed, which was pretty funny. And then also, Viscera Cleanup Detail, North Pole Edition. While I was playing all those, I was drinking. By the time I got to Viscera Cleanup Detail, I was drunk. I was actually drunk between drinking all these different beers and eggnog. I was like slosh, and I couldn't even play the game because I was knocking over the buckets and everything. So after that, I took a little break, and then we came back, and I played a little bit of Christmas Overwatch, as well as some Christmas-themed PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Pretty fun. It was a very fun session. Everyone who was here for the marathon seemed to really enjoy it. And by the way, I want to say thank you to anyone who was there in person for the marathon who either cheered, subbed, or tipped, because that was an incredibly good day for me. Thank you very much. It was a really awesome event. So thank you to everyone who was here on Friday for the holiday event. If you missed out on that, that's also live over on DSP Gaming. You can check that out at your leisure. Saturday, I tried the Monster Hunter World Beta, played more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and then, of course, as I just mentioned, I did my yearly WWE Sims today. So all that stuff is live over on DSP Gaming. You can check it out whenever you get a chance. Pretty awesome few holiday-themed days that we've had here, right? So now this is it. The big finale of the holiday-themed content is tomorrow, which is Christmas Day. Well, Phil, what happens on Christmas Day? Well, number one, there's going to be an IRL stream after I hopefully recover my voice tonight. I'm not going to be talking too much else after I do this. Actually, I won't be talking at all after I do this Weekend Preview video. So that's good. I'll have an opportunity to rest my voice very thoroughly overnight. Tomorrow will be a special Christmas Day IRL style stream, or a vlog if you want to call it that. What will it be? Me on stream, on Twitch, talking about a ton of things. I'd like to talk about, first of all, how things have gone this year. I want to talk about the highs and the lows. I want to talk about how some things went really bad business-wise, some things went bad in my personal life. On the flip side, some things ended up going really well on both sides. Just kind of weighing and balancing how the hell the year 2017 really was, all right? I want to give you guys an update on my situation with these taxes and everything that's going on with me behind the scenes. I do have an update. It's kind of positive, but it's not positive enough that I can rejoice and do backflips or anything like that yet. But I do want to let you know what's going on with that. And, of course, everything else that's going on with me. Then I want to talk about Christmas. Since it is Christmas Day, talking about Christmas traditions, things that my family has done over the years, and the things that I enjoy doing. Talk about what I'm going to have for Christmas dinner and stuff like that. And then I want to get feedback from the stream chat viewers. I want to talk to them directly. Gee, what did you get for Christmas this year? What did you guys do this year for holiday traditions, right? What was your holiday like? What is your holiday like typically every year? It's actually awesome because right now outside it's snowing. It started snowing as I finished my WWE Sims. I'm having a white Christmas here in Washington, and I'm sure I'm going to want to hear from my viewing audience on what they're doing, right? Then there'll be a final segment that it may just be open stream chat Q&A. We'll see. But it's going to be basically about it. I'm assuming it's probably going to be around 2 hours of me just talking with stream chat, and then depending on how Q&A goes or whatever, how my voice goes, will determine how long that stream actually is. That's going to start at my normal stream time, around 11:30 a.m., probably start talking between noon to 12:30 Pacific time tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Yes, on Christmas night, I will be doing a session of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. People love when I stream this game, so I hope that you'll come out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun, too. Starting on Tuesday, this is the big thing, the big shift, all right? The holiday-themed stuff is pretty much done. Now, I'm not taking down the lights yet, because putting up these lights was a lot of work. I'm going to leave them down for one more week. For the entire month of December, I'm leaving these lights up, all right? But the holiday-themed stuff will end starting Tuesday. On Tuesday, my main game playthrough is going to be LA Noire Remastered on the PlayStation 4, which released last month. I am looking very much forward to exploring LA Noire again. This is a game I only played it once ever. And honestly, outside of the first time I played it, I don't remember much about it or nothing. I believe that this version of the game has all the DLCs in it, which I didn't play. I didn't play any of the DLCs, right? I don't think I played any of them. So I'm excited for that. Those who are fans of my old school content, you're going to love it. And those, of course, who are fans of my narrative style commentary, reacting to stuff going on in the game, it's also going to be great because I haven't played this game since it was new. I don't remember much about it at all. So for me, it's almost going to be like the first experience with this game again. So that's going to be awesome starting Tuesday. Starting Tuesday night, just to forewarn everyone, I'm going to start working on my year-end series. What does that mean? It means that I'm not going to be live streaming Tuesday night. Instead, I'm going to be sitting here in front of my PC, getting video clips together, and starting my top 10 worst/most disappointing games of 2017 countdown. I'm hoping to get a few videos together. Maybe I could finish 1 or 2 or 3 videos in the countdown. We'll see. And then what I'm hoping to do is later in the week, one night, because Wednesday night I'm probably going to do my grocery shopping, although I might not. I might actually do it Thursday night. I haven't determined that yet. We'll figure that out. So either Wednesday or Thursday night, we'll see. I'm going to live stream the videos that are available that I finished first on Twitch. Okay? Then once they're live streamed on Twitch, I'm going to play some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and then I'm going to upload both the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds footage and the countdown videos to DSP Gaming. So literally people watching on Twitch will get everything first, but then people on YouTube will get it right after. All right? Why am I doing this? Obviously, because as you guys know, I've explained this a million times, the growth on YouTube is done. YouTube is on the way out. It really is. My videos on YouTube will never grow at this point, simply because YouTube has completely destroyed the website between changing the search algorithms, shoving little guys like me under the rug, and only allowing the big wigs to show up anywhere in search, making search only show negative videos about me, which is ridiculous, and ad revenue plummeting, right? So I don't really care about YouTube anymore. It's kind of like my backup. For those who cannot watch on Twitch, you can still watch archived on YouTube, but it's just an archives channel for me, while Twitch is where it's at for me, which is why I'm going to debut all that stuff first here on Twitch, okay? So, over the course of this week, starting Tuesday, my main gameplay streams are going to be LA Noire every day. At night, I may be debuting some countdown videos plus PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or I may not. It depends on how much I have done. But that's pretty much what you can expect the majority of this week. All right. One day, either Wednesday or Thursday, I will not be doing a second session or second stream or working on videos because I'll be grocery shopping. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking maybe Thursday because I think I have enough food between... Yeah, I'm trying to think in my head. I think I have enough food in the house to actually technically last me until, so if I go Thursday night, that should be okay. And that's good because that'll give me at least 2 nights to work on the countdown videos and maybe be able to debut some too. So we'll see. And then at the weekend, on Saturday, this weekend, I'm going to determine, do people want to have a day away from LA Noire, because I'll have played it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? 4 days in a row. A day away from LA Noire for me to just do multiplayer stuff all day long. Because I could potentially this Saturday maybe do a big PlayerUnknown's Battleground stream, and then at night do a different game. Or if people just don't want to see a different game, work on the year-end series, I could do that too. But maybe just a day to break it up from doing LA Noire for 4 straight days. You know what I mean? Not that the game won't support it, because LA Noire, if you guys aren't aware, is a long game. I think it's between 20, 30 hours long. So it definitely would support me playing it all week. All right? Then, once we get through this week, all right, what happens in early January is majorly going to depend on you. That's correct, folks. It's going to depend on you. Here's why. Because right now, if you're not aware, over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, the goal that's going on, the Patreon goal, is a Metal Gear Solid Redemption run. If I hit the standard funding goal for this month, by the way, I should bring this up, we're only about $120 away from hitting the standard funding goal. We're very close. With a week to go, only $120. I almost could tell you, I think we're going to hit this goal no matter what. As long as a few more people pledge, I think we're going to hit it, all right? The standard funding goal, if we hit it, is that people who pledged $5 or more to my Patreon this month are going to get to vote in the first to second week of January on whether you want to see a redemption run of Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3. This means a run through the game where I will not be babied by stream chat. I will take it seriously. I will play the game and pay attention to the gameplay mechanics, do my best to pay attention to the story, and actually do a legitimate run through the games, which I did not do the first time that I played these games some 5-6 years ago. I was just dicking around. Now I'm going to play them seriously, all right? So, it'll be your choice as a patron if you want to see me play Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 in January. Now, we have a stretch goal, which right now we're still about $1,000 away from hitting. No lie, no exaggeration. It's about $1,000 away from hitting it. I'm not saying we could still hit it. We could have a bunch of generous people who step up in the next week and say, man, I really want to help out Phil right now with his current financial situation, which is still, I'll talk about this more tomorrow in the IRL stream, but there's no way, I'm not even near being out of the woods yet with this situation, okay? I'm still very worried about it. I still need to raise more funds. So, if I hit this stretch goal, which is about $1,000 more on Patreon, all right, by the end of the week, one more week, I'll be playing both Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 starting on January 1st. Now, why is this beneficial? 2 reasons. Number one, obviously, because you get to see both games in early January before the new releases start coming out. That's great. Number 2, because I'll start on January 1st, I won't have to poll or ask any of the patrons for what they want to see. Therefore, you get to start starting on January 1st, I get to start playing Metal Gear Solid right away, all right? And that's a huge benefit, all right, because then there's definitely going to be completed 2 playthroughs before the new stuff hits that month. It's not like, oh God, Phil starts a playthrough and doesn't finish it. No, I'll finish them within the first 2 weeks of the month. It'll be perfect, okay? I'm a little worried, honestly, if we only hit the standard funding goal and I have to poll people and I don't get a result for 2 weeks. Now I have to try to cram that in within 1 week before the new games come out, and that could be really tough, okay? So really, and plus I need the financial support right now. I really do need your help to try to get through this tough time with these taxes and stuff that I'm owed. So that being said, if you could pledge to my Patreon, if you want to be very generous during this holiday season and help me out and get me out of a bad situation and allow me to keep living here in this house and doing what I love, please pledge to my Patreon in the next week. 1 week left to pledge and make this happen, folks. I really want to just say overwhelmingly, we hit the stretch funding goal for the first time ever. People were incredibly positive and supportive. We're doing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 in January. Let's make it happen. It's going to be so amazing. I know we can get there. I know we can. But I need your support, okay? So thank you very much, everyone who's pledged already. Like I said, a few people in the past couple days have done some pretty big pledges to get us up to the $1,000 we're at now. 1 more grand, and we're there. We're there and ready to do all of these games back to back. It's going to be great. 2 of these games back to back, all right? So that's what I mean. If we hit that funding goal on Patreon, then early January, boom, I'll go right into Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, and that'll be the first 2 weeks of January. When I'm done with that, maybe go back to LA Noire if I haven't finished it yet. And then there's new releases, if you're not aware, the 3rd and 4th weeks of January, big new releases, including the impending release of Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I cannot wait for. By the way, there's a beta for that game in the middle of the month, which I cannot wait for and I want to play. So you see what I mean? Like, there's stuff going on right from middle of January that I would love to be playing Metal Gear Solid before then and finish it, rather than now have conflicts right away. The one thing I want to say, because I get the feeling negative people are being jerks about this, and I'm going to clear the air right here. Well, Phil, if you don't hit your funding goal for this month, does that mean that you get to play Super Mario Sunshine right away in January? No. And in fact, I'll outright tell you right now, no. Even if I don't hit the funding goal for Patreon, I will not be playing Super Mario Sunshine in January. Definitively no. Because what's happening now is these negative jerks who've been trying to spin it for 2 months that I'm not playing Super Mario Sunshine, which I promised, which I'm still going to do. I never promised a date, are now saying, oh, you see, so what we should do is convince people not to pledge to Phil's Patreon, so he'll play Super Mario Sunshine. No! I still need to save my house. I need to be playing games in January that are going to bring people to stream, that are going to bring people to contribute. And by the way, Super Mario Sunshine is not one of those games. Whenever I play Nintendo games, I get low attendance on stream, low views on YouTube. I don't get paid for the YouTube videos. It's like everything negative about these Nintendo games. Now, I am going to play Super Mario Sunshine. I'm not reneging on my promise. I'm going to do it after this whole tax situation is done. So once late January passes and I've paid this giant lump sum of taxes that I owe, I've paid my tax lawyer, I know what my payment plan is going to be for the back taxes that I owe, and I'm assured that yes, I could stay here, I've afforded it, and I can stay in my house, Then I'll play Super Mario Sunshine, a playthrough that I know I'm not going to make a lot of money on or nothing on, and I can balance it with other new game releases coming out in February that are going to negate that negative effect anyway. I can't do that in January, so no, Super Mario Sunshine is not coming in January, just like I said last time we went on this subject. But again, the negative jerks are trying to spin it negatively and say, well, if Phil doesn't hit his Patreon goal, he'll play Super Mario Sunshine. So no one pledge. Everyone screw him over. No one pledge and help him. That way he'll play the game. No, it's not happening anyway. So you're actually lying to people by spinning it negatively. You're a bunch of jerks if you're saying that, all right? I understand there's people who want to see Super Mario Sunshine. I want to play Super Mario Sunshine. I'm not doing it in January, period. So just get over it, all right? Stop being negative and stop spinning it in a negative way, because that's not the situation. The situation is I need to do stuff that's going to positively bring people to the streams to allow me to save my house, and that's what's going to be. It's going to be games like Metal Gear Solid, a game that people have wanted to see me replay since the day I played it and basically screwed it up and did a terrible playthrough of 5-6 years ago. People have been asking me for a year straight for a redemption run. That's the kind of stuff that's going to bring people to stream, not playing a game that I just played 2 Mario games not a lot of people really care about, and it's a little small niche audience that cares about it. No, that's not going to save my house. Sorry. Got to be real adult time talk here. It's not going to happen, okay? All right. So, to summarize, tomorrow, Monday, Christmas Day, an IRL stream paired with PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Starting Tuesday, the LA Noire remastered playthrough paired with me working on year-end series. Some days this week, I'll be doing nighttime streams where I debut more videos of my year-end series first on Twitch and then play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I'll be uploading those to YouTube those specific days. Coming this weekend on Saturday, I may do a whole day of multiplayer. We'll see. All right. And then depending on how everything goes this week with Patreon is going to determine how the first week of January goes. I really, really hope that we can hit, knock on wood, because we're doing good now. I really, really hope that we can hit the funding goal for Patreon, the stretch goal. I would love to start on January 1st, make it a lot easier, get 2 games in instead of 1. January, just think how awesome January would be then. We're going to have Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, the conclusion of LA Noire, plus PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds mixed in there with all the year-end series, right? So all stuff people like to see, and we're going to bring people to stream and get people all excited. And then the second half of the month is going to be focused on Dragon Ball FighterZ, which is a game everyone wants to see. It's going to be so sweet. It's going to be like one of the best months ever. I cannot freaking wait, but that's the thing. We need to make it happen, folks. Okay, so please pledge to Patreon. If you at all can, let's make it happen in the next week. All right, fair enough. I don't have much else to talk about. My voice is going out anyway. I don't want to go long here on the stream. If you want the full story on how I'm doing financially, the status of me in this tax situation, I'm going to explain all of that on tomorrow's IRL Christmas stream. So check that out, either on stream or here on demand afterward. That's going to, be kind of the definitive explanation of everything. So you have an update on it all. And that's about it, folks. I hope, obviously, that you guys and gals are having fun with your families, your friends, or however you're spending Christmas, even if you're alone like me. I hope you're still having a good time. Let me tell you, today I had a great time on stream with everyone who was watching and participating in everything today. Everyone was speaking up and having fun stuff to say during today's WWE Sims. I hope tomorrow's another positive day like that, because I'll be honest, I talked to my girlfriend some on the phone today. It's not the same as being with the person. It's not. And it's tough because I want to be with my friends and family, and I can't be with my girlfriend. I can't be with my parents. So I'm here alone for the first time on Christmas ever in my life. I've never been alone on Christmas. It's going to be a tough one, but spending a day with you guys, I think, is going to make it better. So hopefully I'll either see you tomorrow or you check out the stuff. And however you spend the holidays, please be safe. Please have a good Christmas, a Merry Christmas. And if you can at all join me for the festive stuff tomorrow, please do. And let's have a fun one, right? Fun and safe day. Thanks, everyone, for watching the Weekend Preview. Without further ado, thank you to the following November patrons who made Friday's Holiday Gaming Marathon possible. It was an amazing and fun event, and it was all possible because of these people's contributions last month. Thank you, everyone. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and then I'll see you next week for the status on how everything went at the end of the year, and we'll go from there. All right, peace out, everyone. Have a good one.